What's up, guys? Welcome back to our channel. Today we are checking out a brand new, to us, mini-series.
Oh, I was like, what? Brown? I got it now. I got it. Yeah.
Called Chernobyl. Wow. Which we're excited about. It was something I've been wanting to watch, or I've been heard a lot about, but don't really know. I just know this show has been really great, and I don't know if even if it's like a docu-series or like kind of like a, what do they call it? A biographical drama or something.
Yeah.
So it's like based off true events, but maybe there's just storylines that they kind of
biographical drama is good.
Insert. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it has to do with, which I know a little about, the
we know the same little amount of information.
The Chernobyl disaster.
It happened
in
just
the
the year before I was born.
Yeah.
86.
I was already
like
alive. I was
a couple years old.
2 or 3. Yeah. So it's one of those things that you know about because it's such a big event that happened, even though it's so long ago. But I don't know exactly what caused it, how it happened. I know that it was like, the only thing I know about it is I've seen random YouTube videos before where they talk about, where they show like there was a nearby town. I don't know if it was just near or if that's where all the workers and their families lived. But because they had to leave so abruptly, it's kind of like a ghost town a little bit.
Ghost town. So you've seen more than I have. I mean, I haven't heard anything
just that you know that it happened.
I just know like the historical event. Like not many major details about it or.
Right.
So I wonder how historically
accurate,
like event accurate this show is.
I mean, we'll see.
They always add like drama in and whatnot, but
yeah. Well, and it's one of those where I don't know what it is today. What's the status of everything today? I don't know if this is going to get into that. This was
made in 2019, right?
Yeah, it was made in 2019. All I know is it was talked about a lot, and I love historical stuff like that. So I was like, oh, I need to check that out at some point.
I love historical stuff too.
Yeah, so it was on one of our polls, and it got a lot of votes, so I knew that people wanted to check it out. So it was a good, easy to transition from this. It'd be very different from Shogun.
I'd assume so.
Yeah, if you haven't checked that out, go watch it. It's a good show. It's a really good show.
I know. I'm sad it's over.
I know, a lot of twists and turns. But this is season 2, so. All right. Anything else?
Nope. I'm just making sure my watch is silenced, but I don't know how to do that. So.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and hop in. But before we do, guys, please consider subscribing to our channel. Help us grow. Help the algorithm. Also, if you want to check out the full-length reaction, it is down in the description below, as well as future access to some of the episodes. If you want to already watch some of the episode 2 or 3, it's already out on Patreon.
Nice.
Yeah, otherwise we're gonna go ahead and hop in.
Sounds good.
All right, here we go.
What is the cost of lies?
Uh-oh.
It's not that we'll mistake them for the truth. The real danger is that if we hear enough lies, then we no longer recognize the truth at all. In these stories, it doesn't matter who the heroes are. All we want to know is who is to blame. In this story, it was Anatoly Dyatlov. He was the best choice. An arrogant, unpleasant man. He ran the room that night. He gave the orders.
Who to blame?
Dyatlov will spend the next 10 years in a prison labor camp.
So he was a scapegoat.
That sentence is doubly unfair. There were far greater criminals than him at work. And as for what Dyatlov did do, the man doesn't deserve prison. He deserves death.
But instead, 10 years for criminal mismanagement. What does that mean? No one knows. It doesn't matter. What does matter is that to them, justice was done. To them, a just world is a sane world. What happened there, what happened after, even the good we did. All of it. All of it. Madness. Well, I've given you everything I know. Don't deny it, of course. They always do. I know you'll try your best.
So he's giving his like part of like the confession or something.
He's recount.
Recount, yeah. I was looking for that word.
Does the cat even eat? Oh, look at all these other plates.
He's sitting out quite a few plates of food.
Right.
I almost feel like he's gonna kill himself or something.
Is he setting up the table to hang himself?
Oh no, that's why he set out food for the cat.
So the cat will at least live
Right.
a while. So he gave his he gave his
confession.
Either a confession or his
a recount of everything, like you were saying.
I'm not really sure because they said that they falsely accused 2 years and 1 minute earlier. Because 1988, this is 2 years after it happened. So he's saying Anatoly was falsely, they had to find a scapegoat. Oh,
that's when it happened.
Wow. Are you gonna hear it?
Oh.
Wow. I wonder if he works there.
Oh wow.
And people waking up.
Oh man.
Oh, Comrade Dyatlov.
That was the name.
Yeah, that's the last name. Anatoly Dyatlov.
Comrade Dyatlov! Comrade Dyatlov! What just happened? I don't know.
This is an emergency. Everyone stay calm. Our first priority is...
It exploded!
We know. Akimov, are we calling the reactor core?
We shut it down, but the control rods are still... They're not all the way in. I disengaged the clutch.
Can't disconnect the servos from the standby console. You two, get the backup pumps running. We need water moving through the core. That is all that matters.
There is no core. It exploded. The core exploded.
Oh no.
Oh, they're planned backup.
He's in shock. Get him out of here.
Uh-oh.
The lid is off. The stack is burning. I saw it.
You're confused. RBMK reactor cores don't explode. Akimov.
Sasha, don't worry. We did everything right. Something strange has happened. Do you taste metal?
Akimov!
Oh no.
Oh no.
Comrade Petrovoschenko, what you're saying is physically impossible. The core can't explode. It has to be the tank.
We're wasting time. Let's go. Get the hydrogen out of the generators and pump water into the core.
What about the fire?
Call the fire brigade.
They're all like
They're all
very
realizing,
concerned.
Yeah, this is a big deal, but he's just kind of going through the motions. Oh, is this real? Wow.
Oh man.
Bringing everybody in, military and civil. Pripyat, Poleskaya, Kiev. This is a big one.
But it doesn't look right. The color.
Kravitz says he thinks they're showing floodlights or something.
What if they're chemicals?
Not chemicals. The problem's a roof. This is covered in tar, so it's gonna burn all night.
Yeah, see, they're all kind of like in denial.
That's it. That's the worst of it.
Or people didn't really realize what
Go back to bed.
The magnitude of
was
it.
at the plant. That plant.
I wonder if she's pregnant.
I was thinking the same.
Where's the dosimeter? Here.
Oh, is he hiding?
Is it war, he said?
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Are they bombing?
Let's see.
What the f*** is this? It's 3.61. This is high as it goes. The good one's locked in a safe. I don't know how
Oh.
to keep it. Your face.
Is he like getting sunburned?
I'm going to find Hodim Shuk in the pump room. You, here, get Shashanuk
He's in 604.
Wow, the radiation's so high, it's like burning their skin, maybe? Like.
So that machine that he uses, it's already past as high as it goes?
Yes.
Hey, we need to get to the reactor hall. The lift's destroyed. Up 2 flights and across. Why are you going there?
I don't know how radiation poisoning works.
I don't know either.
Is it like does it move that quickly
It's
if you're
obviously
that close?
very quick. I guess, yeah.
If you're that close, right? But it still slowly can spread.
Have you seen Hood and Chuk? No. Where's Victor? Still in the pump room. Stay here. I'll come back.
See, I wonder if he's... Does it get passed on because the guy vomited him? Or is he gonna get it anyway?
No, it's not like that.
I don't think so either, but...
No, it's just like...
It's just weird that he vomited almost right after.
Right. I think the closer they were, the faster it's... Oh no.
Uh-oh. Was this guy right up next to it?
I'm gonna get you out.
Ooh, that's bad. Ah, was that from the explosion? Was it a bat? Oh man, I wouldn't want to.
Well, he shouldn't be in there. That's the thing.
Would it? Yeah, I mean, you'd think they work there. They would have like very specific, very specific. What's the word? Protocols. Yeah.
I dropped the control rods from the other panel.
They're still up.
What?
They're still only a third of the way in. I don't know why. I already sent the trainees down to the reactor hall to lower them by hand.
What about the pumps?
Can't get through to Hodemchuk. The lines are down.
The phones and Hodemchuk. Are the pumps on or not?
Storyachuk.
My control panel's not working. I tried calling for the electricians.
I don't give a shit about the panel. I need water in my reactor core. Get down there and make sure those pumps are on. Now.
So he's gonna make him physically go down there? They're like,
What does the decimeter say?
3.6 Roentgen, but that's as high as the meter.
3.6. Not great, not terrible.
See, he's being very like...
lackadaisical about it.
But it's not that. It's like he knows there's a major problem. He's not letting it on. Oh my gosh.
Oh, he was...
That was him in the morning. Or with that lady.
Yeah, so he's works for the...
Fire brigade.
Fire brigade. Can the water reach that
I was
far?
about to say, like, that looks very bad. And that guy's still in there like, I mean, it's not terrible.
Yeah. Hyperventilating?
See, I think that's the whole problem. It's like the people in control, they didn't send out... Oh, it's burning through his hand.
Oh, no. What is happening?
I don't think you're going to be able to make it through this show.
Did he touch something?
Yes, he touched, and it's starting to burn. It's full of radiation.
Oh, what he picked up, it was like direct, so it ate through the glove.
Yes.
Oh man, that was bad.
I don't really know how strong radiation is. I mean, obviously, it's like a burning mechanism. Like,
it's almost like invisible acid. Maybe I say, are you sure? Because like,
yeah,
they shouldn't have to. If
you
it's,
may not. I mean, this is like going to the center of it, right?
If it's been compromised, you don't want to be anywhere near there.
Is he gonna hold the door the whole time?
I think so.
Oh no. They should not be in there. That's just blasting it.
Oh, that's not good. I would get out. Yeah.
It's gone. It's gone.
Now they know. They saw it with their own eyes.
Oh no. It's just, and it's not like hot to the touch, but it's like
Oh no.
Oh no.
Is that it on his back too?
Everywhere.
Just from touching that door?
Yes, just from touching materials. And that's what. So it's like the powers, the control powers the people. They're not sending out like clear, like this is very dangerous. He's being nonchalant about it.
Scott, I looked right into it. I looked into the core.
Did you lower the control rods?
Oh my god. He's like, do you not understand?
Take him to the infirmary.
This man.
See?
Take him?
See, he's pretending like it's...
Res could react.
He fell.
He's delusional.
What is up with this guy?
Akimov.
Oh, he's the one that
Call in
said.
the day shift.
He's Akimov. Call him the day
We
shift?
have to keep
The day
water
shift?
flowing into the core. We need electricians, mechanics, we need bodies.
Okay, now I'm thinking this
times do I
guy
have to
should have
say
been
it?
the scapegoat. Even though it wasn't all his fault.
Or was it? I feel like he might be trying to like cover up for something he overlooked or...
Building now to Kubrakhanov and for me. They're going to want a full report. Call in the day shift, Comrade Akimov.
Yes, Comrade Yakov.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, I don't think it was his fault, but he just made things. He's making it worse.
They haven't brought anyone in from the fire.
What fire?
The power plant.
Oh, it mustn't be too bad.
Everyone's just playing everything
They
down.
stock iodine.
Hmm?
Iodine.
You mean disinfectant?
No, pills. Does the hospital stock iodine pills?
Iodine pills? Why would we have iodine pills?
You see what's going on. I bet you iodine is like something to... what is it called? Work against radiation.
Oh, right.
Nobody's prepared in this place.
How does she know about it?
Whatever the cause, the important thing is that neither you nor
Whatever the cause, it's important that neither you nor
Let's overreact or...
I was gonna like try to read the different letters.
Tell me what happened quickly.
I don't know if he
We ran
knows.
the test exactly as Chief Engineer Fermin approved. Unit Shift Chief Akimov and Engineer Toptonov encountered technical difficulties leading to an accumulation of hydrogen in the control system tank. It regrettably ignited, damaging the plant, setting the roof on fire.
Tank is quite large. It's the only logical explanation. Of course, Deputy Chief Engineer Dyatlov was directly supervising.
You see what's going on here?
So he would know best.
The hydrogen tank.
They're trying to throw each other under the bus.
Reactor?
We're taking measures to ensure a steady flow of water through the core.
He's not telling the truth.
There is no core.
Obviously down here is nothing but in the reactor building, I'm being told, 3.6 Röntgen per hour.
Oh my gosh.
Well, that's not great, but it's not horrifying.
Not at all.
The dosimetrist should be checking regularly. Have them use a good meter from the safe. Right. I'll call Marion. Have them wake up the local executive committee. There'll be orders coming down.
Why is it in the safe?
I don't know.
That people don't have
access to it. They want to make sure there's always a good one. Maybe it gets damaged over time, so they always want to have a good one ready for this.
Oh, that's the one who opened the door
the guy
for
who's
them.
helping them?
Yeah.
you have a cigarette.
Oh man, he already knows that he's not gonna.
Can you light fires around it? I guess. Like, I don't.
Yeah, I mean it's not like a gas or like any kind of petroleum or whatever.
It's over.
They already know. It's crazy how like the people with boots on the ground that are working, they know that it's. Is that rain or is it leaking?
Water. coming down from something. They're pumping water into the core. I mean,
or is it rain?
Or is it raining? Oh, it's the fireman hose.
I guess we're not super high up.
And they're all just like getting radiation.
Right.
We come from the perimeter. We need to start making our way to the roof. All the way up, all the way in. Come on!
Oh man.
Yep, going in now.
I'm nervous. Like, this is like really... Is that the guy? Is this the guy we saw from the beginning?
Maybe. This is...
Look at their faces.
They have no protection on their face?
No.
Oh, yeah.
And they have to keep going. Oh. Like, this is crazy. It's obviously they've seen more than a roof fire. And they know what kind of plant this is. That's why it's confusing to me, like...
How just nonchalant everyone is about it?
Unless just, like, the knowledge isn't there.
We have to open the valves. Sasha, what do you want, Boris?
He's just taking
If
orders.
we're dead, 1 million people are dead. Is that what you need to hear?
Exactly. So they know the extent.
We have to open the valves by hand.
By hand. And the number of valves, the amount of time to turn them.
You're talking about hours in there.
Then help us.
Help you do what? Pump water into a ditch. There's nothing there.
They're just looking for solutions, but they can't find anything. It's just...
Well, they're not like... They just can't believe...
that they're here.
That there's not a core, right? Like, it blew up. They can't fathom that. Like, they're like, that's impossible. Because if it is possible, everyone's dead. Right? He pretty much is like, if that's what happened, everyone's dead.
Is anyone saying what happened? They're running the safety test on the turbines. Blew the control system tank. It doesn't make sense to me either.
Yeah, they're all making
they're
up.
Like,
what about sabotage? A bomb?
All the workers.
Prokhanov wants us to use a good dosimeter, but it's in a safe and we can't find the key.
It's in building 2.
oh.
Follow me.
He's like, y'all seriously haven't even run those tests yet? Like
we're this far along and y'all haven't even...
Who's going to give them the actual number?
Oh boy. Now these are the big wigs. Oh, the committee, he's going to have to...
Welcome. Please, find a seat. Plenty of room.
God, they're just acting like this isn't even an emergency.
Rest assured,
That's what it is. It's like it's not even an emergency.
As you can see, we have experienced an accident, a large control tank malfunction damaging reactor building 4 and starting a fire. Now, because the Central Committee has the greatest respect for the work of the Pripyat Executive Committee, they've asked me to brief you on matters as they stand. So, first, the accident is well under control. Second, because the efforts of the Soviet nuclear industry are considered key state secrets, it is important that we ensure that this incident has no adverse consequences.
Oh,
Now,
that's...
to prevent a panic, the Central Committee have ordered a detachment of military police to Pripyat.
How large of a detachment?
Between 2,000 and 4,000 men.
What's really going on here?
There's mild radiation, but it's limited to the plant itself.
No, it isn't.
Excuse me.
You saw men outside vomiting. You saw men with burns.
How's he seen them?
Than they're saying. We have wives here. We have children.
Exactly.
I say we evacuate the town.
There you go.
Gentlemen, please, please, my wife is here. Do you think I would keep her in Pripyat if it wasn't safe?
Prokhanov, the air is glowing.
The Cherenkov effect, completely normal phenomenon, can happen with minimal radiation.
He's like, play it safe. Better safe than... Oh.
The state tells us the situation here is not dangerous. Have faith, comrades. The state tells us it wants to prevent a panic. Listen well. It's true. When the people see the police, they will be afraid. But it is my experience that when the people ask questions that are not in their own best interest, they should simply be told to keep their minds on their labor and leave matters of the state to the state.
Man.
We seal off the city.
Oh.
No one leaves. And cut the phone lines. Contain the spread of misinformation.
Wow. That's actually making it a lot worse. And the one guy who was like, we need to evacuate the city.
So I wonder when they're going to get a real reading. We still have that guy going to building 2.
I sent my dosimetrist into the reactor building. The large dosimeter from the safe, the one with 1,000...
He's the one that was in the line.
What was the number?
Not 3.6.
Off the meter.
There was none. The meter burned out the second it was turned on.
Oh my God.
We found another dosimeter from the military fire department. It only goes to 200 Rontgen, but it's better than the small ones.
And?
It maxed out. 200 Rontgen.
What game are you playing?
Yeah, they had 3.6 earlier.
What's wrong with you? How'd you get that number from feed water leaking from a blown tank?
That's not what's happening.
It's like, are you...
Then what the f are you talking about?
They're either delusional or...
I walked around the exterior of Building 4. I think there's graphite on the ground in the rubble.
You didn't see graphite?
That's what that was, that shiny rock.
Yeah. He even saw some on the floor.
Didn't! Because it's not there!
See, this is just, he's mad that...
Are you suggesting the core...
See?
Exploded?
Yes.
Look how afraid he is to tell him.
Because they all know it's like that...
They're all dead.
You're a nuclear engineer, so am I. So please tell me how an RBMK reactor core explodes. Not a meltdown, an explosion. I'd love to know.
I can't.
Are you
No.
Then why can't you?
He's saying because it's not possible.
I don't see how it could explode.
That's just all they're going by.
But it did.
Enough. I'll go up to the vent block roof. From there, you can look right down into reactor building 4. I'll see it with my own eyes.
Oh! Great.
You can't hide that.
I apologize.
Oh boy.
Guards! Get him to the medic or the hospital, whatever he needs.
He didn't even walk. I mean,
he was just in the building.
He was in the building.
So it's getting to him a little slower.
Yes.
A little bit slower.
You go then.
And go look down the core? No way.
What?
He's not going to want to.
Go to the vent block roof and report back what you see.
No. No, I won't do that.
Of course you will.
How about you go?
That's suicide. He knows it.
Be fine. You'll see.
Because they know that this is like the biggest, like...
Now, but see, now he's going to play along. He's like, oh, I saw. You're right. It didn't blow up. Just because...
There's no way. They're probably hoping he's going to die and he can't say anything to anybody. Is that him?
No. This
is those are the other
guys
people.
that left earlier.
Oh, they're going to turn on the valves. Right?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Manually.
Are those all the valves?
I guess so. And it's going to just load into like a ditch. It's just nothing. He knows it's a lost cause. Does he get throw out too?
Should there be like a lot of standing water there or?
I don't know.
All the way, okay? All the way up.
Does he have this strength?
Maybe this will be the only thing that helps put out the fire, but
I think
Sorry.
the water just goes straight into the... It's supposed to cool off the core.
Nothing to be sorry for. I told you. We did nothing wrong. But we did.
What happened? I wonder if we can get a backstory as to what led to this.
But we did. So was there a mistake made? And still no protection. It's like they...
At the very least, put on like a hazmat suit.
Oh my gosh. There's not even like a roof. Did they have hazmat suits? I mean, like, when were those a thing?
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I mean, they had something. Yeah, they had those types of... It's just been going for hours. You could have been evacuating for hours now.
His face is gonna be all kinds of messed up, maybe.
Wow. And now, now he's gonna die. I mean, he probably would have died anyway, but... Did he go back? They're gonna see him. Look, oh, who knows what they're saying now? He's like, I looked, look at me.
Great.
Oh, I wish I heard what they're saying. They're yelling at him though. So he went back to bed. This is that guy from the beginning.
Oh, well, that's not even the guy that we've been looking at the whole time.
Yeah.
Hello?
Wow.
Valerie Legasov?
Yes?
You're the Legasov is the first deputy director of the Kurchatov Institute of Atomic Energy.
I am. Who am I
This
speaking?
is Boris Sherbina. There's been an accident at the Chernobyl nuclear power plant.
How bad is it?
No need to panic. There was a fire, mostly put out. The system control tank exploded.
Control system tank. And the core?
And we've ordered them to continuously pump water. This mild. The plant manager Brukhanov is reporting 3.6 Rontgen per hour.
That's actually significant. You should evacuate the
You're
surround...
an expert on RBMK reactors.
Man.
Correct?
Yes, I've studied it.
General Secretary Gorbachev has appointed a committee to manage the accident. We'll convene at 2 this afternoon.
Late. Forgive me, but don't you think, given the amount of radiation, that it would be...
Legasov, you're on this committee to answer direct questions about the function of an RBMK reactor, if they should happen to arise. Nothing else. Certainly not policy. Do you understand?
Yes, of course. I didn't mean to...
He's a sound mind. He knows he's trying to follow policies, and they're waiting all the way till 2 p.m.
So now he's gonna get stuck. So now we saw where it takes him a couple years later. He's gonna get stuck playing cover up for the higher ups.
And 7 hours later, they're gonna meet.
And they're still giving the reading of 3.6.
Is it gonna show where the water's pumping? I have a feeling it's just pumping the water into the... Oh man, look at him. I think it's just pumping water into like where the core is.
I mean...
So then the fire is technically out, but now it's just blowing. It's just
constant. Like, won't stop.
Man.
Mm.
It's just like another day. Nobody should be there.
And it's been hours and hours.
They're going to school. What's it showing? Like remnants of the ash.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Okay, this was very captivating. I was like, I do not feel like we've been sitting here that long.
I know.
Oh, this is like, these are one of those ones that just makes you so angry.
You know what it reminded me of?
Like when people are in power and they don't protect the people. I hate that.
To an extent. It reminds me a lot of the story of the Titanic.
Yeah. They didn't want to create panic.
Right. They played everything down and they're like, the ship's unsinkable. Everything's fine.
Yeah. Like there's no way that can happen.
Right. But it's hard whenever you have a lot of, because obviously there's a lot of scientists in there. And the scientists, the one that are in there working, the truth hit them sooner.
Right away.
They knew right away.
If this is the truth of what happened.
Right. It's all the
this is a really major deal.
It's all the people who are just like in position of power, like the business side of it, who are also scientists. Like Anatoly's a perfect example. Who's a scientist, but he's so close to the bigwigs that he thinks like they think, and it's all about.
But I can't even imagine that mindset when you know, I mean, he's a scientist. When you know, like, if the meter's that high, everyone's about to start, like, dropping dead, right? You're there, your family's there. Wouldn't your, like, human instinct kick in and be like, we've got to get out of here?
I think it kicks in way later. But yeah, it should.
We've got to get out of here. No, instead, they're, like, attached to the state.
Well, I was going to say, it's two parts.
That old man...
It's two parts of it. There's two parts. I think half of it is like the denial, because they like one of the engineers said, and they're like, well, what do you want me to tell you? 1 million people are going to die?
Right.
Like, let's just keep going. And so it's big time denial. And then the other part is like loyalty to the state. But then the higher up you go, it's all about like, he doesn't want to cause a stir or like cause a scene.
Yeah. It's like, we cannot be known to have created this huge accident, or like allowing this accident to happen
and make it public.
Whether it was an accident. Those two guys down there opening the valves are like, but we did make a mistake. What was the mistake?
What was the mistake?
Because they kept saying, or as soon as it happened, he's like, we didn't do anything wrong, right? Like as soon as it happened.
I was gonna see when the Cold War ended. Yeah, this was still going on during the Cold War. It ended a few years later. Yeah. So I mean, that's the other thing. They don't. It's like having a nuclear power plant. A reactor, it's like everything's in secret, and so you can't let a disaster like this be public knowledge. And that's what that older guy was thinking about. Like, I don't think it's an issue, but it's gonna create, people are gonna panic, so don't let them leave. Cut lines. Like, that was crazy. That's like making it's already bad enough that they're like stopping what should be done, but it's worse whenever someone wants to actually stop. See,
yeah, it's very.
And what I love about this is like how much, like,
rage.
I think a lot of that, obviously a lot of this dialect's not like it was all recorded, so like it's
right.
Part of it's drama or like fiction, but I'm wondering how much of it is that based on is that thematically what actually happened?
Right.
Like, was that the theme of everybody there? It was just a really bad handling of a bad situation.
Right. I don't know. And is the truth really out? Is it still like an unknown? Is it like this? Like I said, I only know like what happened. That's it. I never went down like the rabbit trail of like what happened. What did they end up finding out? Like, is it still a mystery as to what happened?
No, I think there was. I mean, I don't know. There's probably. I think there was a ton of investigations, and obviously word got out eventually and all that stuff. Because you just can't.
So yeah, people probably started, because it's sort of like, how can it blow up? And he's like, it can't. Like, it's not possible. But it did.
So hopefully we get. Well, those kids did something. It may have just been like a series of like, they get complacent, they get lazy, they forgot to switch something, and it's like, and they switch it later and hoping that nothing happens. And they just kind of pretend, it's like you keep walking or don't look. If you're not looking, it's not happening. Nothing happened.
Yeah.
That whole thing. But you see people who are in there who are thinking clearly, like the guy in the meeting, he's like, we need to evacuate.
We need to evacuate.
Yeah. And that engineer that came in, who he was called in, he must be a day worker. He was the one that went, got the key, got the thing, and then they measured it and saw 200. He's like, I'm not gonna look in there, but he's too afraid to say.
Yeah, and he still went. Like, that's how much power they hold over him.
And
all these military guys, like they don't even. Like they
just follow orders.
Yeah, they're just being sent to their, early death. Like, walk him up here to this radiating pile of rubble.
Mm-hmm. And then the guy at the end, who was also the guy at the beginning, it's just like he's the one. The way his response is exactly what you want someone in that power to say, in that level of
Right,
power to be like 3.6 is not good. Like
Yeah.
everyone else is like, well, it's not great, but it's not horrible.
Yeah.
He's already like, that's not good.
It's like some people might be vomiting. I mean, you know, whatever.
Like-
They'll get past it.
Like maybe
But
like in
he's
his mind, anything over 1 should already
Right.
be like, okay, we need to.
anything when you have an accident, you know, at a plant, like, and you're getting readings, high readings, you're like, there's a leak.
Mhm.
So it's like, it's just showing there's a leak. You
But
need
the
to
fact that
clear
there's
this out.
the fact that it's gone up has to mean something. Has to cause concern for them. But
You mean up the chain of command? Gone up? What do you mean gone up?
well, no.
Oh, the reader.
That
the
little
reading.
read. The fact that it's even
Yeah.
going up should be enough for him to be like, which he was trying to do. He's like, we should have to do it. That's already a problem. And he's like, what do you mean 2 o'clock? It's already too late. He's like, where's the urgency here?
Urgency. That's the word.
But they're
there
not-
was no urgency.
No, not at all.
Even the people who understood this is a major problem, there's still not an urgency. Ew.
This is gonna be hard for me to wait to watch because
I know.
I am right now. If
You already want to go and research.
I want to research it. This is totally something I want to go read up. How it
Same.
happened, who all's affected, what it's like today.
What's the end
All
result?
that.
Like, and you've seen more than I have,
I know, like that video where it showed like a town. It may have been that town. I don't really
right?
know.
Like that became
and,
a ghost
and
town?
maybe, and this is what we'll know at the end. Like some of the markings are showing like a little playground. Those might. I'm sure a lot of it is based off of real.
renderings. You mean like
Yeah.
real renderings? Yeah,
Or no, like
Or-
what's out there today.
renderings of like the actual place.
Yeah. Well, it wouldn't be. It was an actual playground, so it's not a rendering. It's actually a computer rendering, like a computer rendering.
Well,
An actual, like an actual little jungle
set.
What's it called?
The actual set.
Jungle gym.
Jungle gym.
Yeah.
That you climb in.
Yeah, it may be one based off of one that was out there. Actually,
That is
may still
actually there.
That may be there today. Yeah, I don't really know.
I think we were saying the same thing. I was using incorrect terminology.
Got
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Anyway, oh man, this is gonna be good. Only 5 episodes, but I can tell I'm gonna enjoy this a lot.
That went by really fast.
It did,
was an
it did.
hour long, and I felt like I was watching it for like 30 minutes.
Yeah, that was wild. Cool. Well, that's all I got.
Same.
Awesome, guys. Well, hope you enjoyed that. We'll be back with episode 2 next week, so consider subscribing to our channel. And if you want to go ahead and look into the next few episodes, you can check out our Patreon as well as Full Length Reaction, which is linked down below. Otherwise, we'll be back next week with episode 2. Oh, biographical drama, mystery, and suspense.
Mystery and suspense. Yeah, that one definitely. The music was suspenseful.
Yep.
You got that vibe, right? Like something bad's about to happen.
Yep. Send me a fun one. All right, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Bye.
Peace.